There's three different ways we can expand towards a more universal future. It could be Medicaid for all, and there's a pathway that's developing that could be Medicaid buy-in programs and Medicaid for all, where it's more state-based. And Canada is really that. They are state-based, province-based care. The federal government chips in, but each state does its own thing within the rules of what the benefits have to cover. The second way we go is Medicare for all. Now, the interesting thing about Medicare for all is even today, it's half market-based.
Right.
So we've got a third of people in Medicare who pick up Medicare Advantage plans. So they have an exchange, just like the Obamacare exchange, where you choose plans for coverage. And that's expanding. By 2020 or so, people are thinking it's going to be about 50% of Medicare.
And effectively, you're taking federal dollars there that you originally put in through your payroll tax, and then you're choosing how to spend it.
You choose where it's getting spent.
Right.
Or, we do kind of healthcare savings accounts for all, which is like Singapore. So there are, there are conservatives who would say, let's do healthcare savings accounts for all. There are countries in the world that have made every one of those models work. Our difficulties are so many winners and losers on our way to that pathway, because some places you have great benefits and it's working great, and Medicare is actually a step down from what you got. It only covers 80% of costs, doesn't cover 20%, and you're chipping in certain ways. So the transition issues, I do think that the pathway we get to is by expanding the number of people who can get access to one of these systems. And I'll say the last thing about the World War II point. The employer-based, I recognize I'm going to work for 3 employers who are committed to trying to make their system work well, and we can talk a little more about the nature of their population and why I find them so interesting. But the employment-based system of getting your healthcare coverage is breaking, and it's breaking rapidly. 94%, Larry Katz showed this, between 2005 2015, 94% of net job growth has been in forms of employment that do not have healthcare benefits. They are independent contractors, temporary workers, gig workers, you name it. My kids coming out of college, these are the most likely jobs they're going to get are jobs where they're not actually offered healthcare benefits. And that is the world of the rapidly expanding world of employment. The number of people who have employment-based coverage is shrinking over time. So, and then even if you get that coverage, you're cycling in and out of those jobs faster and faster.